I regret revealing the size of my testicles to my peers at a young age, right? This is a big deal. You can ask Josh and the boys about this because this was a big thing back in the day. I have enormous testicles.
Yes, I'm aware.
And I had enormous testicles as a young man, as a teenager. And I, for some reason, once just got them out. I was like, look, I reckon he's large, don't you think? And then for years, people would say, hey, look at Doherty's balls, and make me get my balls out to show people how large my testicles were. So it became like a sort of showpiece. But
that entire first time we played golf was just the lasting memory is you thrusting and them swinging from underneath your penis like a pendulous bell.
There's little to no penis there, but I make up for
nestled
it.
in the top.
It's like an acorn. But the rest, but it's a lot of ball, and I regret making my testicles a party piece.
That's a fairly good one.
Before this episode starts, I just want to say thank you to Graham's Windows and Doors at grahamswindowsanddoors.co.uk. Thank you, James. Thank you, Sherelle. We really appreciate your ongoing support. That's grahamswindowsanddoors.co.uk, Yeovil's #1 provider of windows, doors and conservatories. And thank you also to Paramount Prizes. Paramount Prizes are an online competition website. They're one of the best in the country. Stu and Natty do a brilliant job of running it. The competitions are brilliant. That's paramountprizes.co.uk. Now, on with the show. Hello and welcome to the Steve Kaylis Show. I'm Steve Kaylis and I'm joined as per usual by Kevin Harris. Kevin, are you okay?
I'm great.
Yeah, good. But is this our second of 3 records this week?
Yes, we're busy bees.
Appreciate the commitment. I started therapy today.
Oh,
yeah. I had my new job allows me to have free therapy, free counselling with a proper professional. And it was surprising. She was knackered at the end of it.
Shut the door and cried. Rock.
Well, it was a nice. Because at first I was like, oh, now it's here. I'm not even sure specifically what it is I want to talk about. I've been really stressed the last few months with mum and work and stuff, but that seems to have all resolved itself for the most part. And then she goes, well, tell me a little bit about yourself and the key moments in your life that you think would be relevant to your who you are now. And then so thus began an hour of dark storytelling that really that surprised even myself, because I'd say, well, I got this happened when I was younger. Then I did this, and then just story after story after story. And the poor woman had to fucking listen to all of this stuff. And then she goes, "Anything else? Anything else?" Like after about 40 minutes of me telling all these heinous stories from my past, she said, "Anything else?" I was going, "Oh, I didn't even start on my dad and my brother yet." So we had a really nice open. It was strange, but it is weird to fill that hour and then because that is all you get. If you're talking to a friend and you're opening up about that stuff, it's a longer conversation, and you're investing that information in someone who then knows you then better, so the relationship is stronger. But when you're talking to a professional, it's like it's almost. I mean, we're going to be doing it every week, so it's been worth it.
I'm sure she's paid handsomely for it.
Yeah,
as well.
Christ, yeah. But it's still. I was left feeling like, well, here's all the stuff that makes me who I am, and then it's like, well, okay, I can see you again in 2 weeks. I was like, oh God, what do I do with all this now? The door's open. What do I do with it now?
I need to finish unburdening.
Yeah, but I did feel much lighter afterwards because it's going to be great because now she's got a list of all these things, and then she'll write a summary
Topics
about
to
it.
avoid.
Yeah, I don't know about any of those things, but she's got a nice summary she's going to write, and then we can get to work on chipping away at all those things, and so that's what
Self-discovery.
Yeah. Have you ever been to therapy, counselling?
No.
If anyone ever needed it, bud.
Yeah, I know. It would be I can't afford it.
Do you know what we're scratching away at?
Because would you do it if like I know you'd like to
if I had to pay for it.
If you had to pay because it's
no, I would do it for I'd do it for Misha or something maybe, pay for it, but not for myself. But because I already, she was saying maybe we can look at medication because she was scratching at the same old doors. I've been, it's like possible autism, definitely ADHD.
You're like me, you got both.
Yeah, OCD was another one that she said I might have that. Because of my tic and compulsions, and she said, that's a good chance of that. She goes, so maybe we can go down the NHS route and then get you some medication. And I was like, 15 years ago, I would have. But
I'm 2 years in.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone since.
Oh, really?
I'm just on a list.
Oh, the waiting list. Yeah, shocking. Isn't
and
it,
they've got
rate?
rid of right to choose as well,
Yeah. Oh, really?
which people were doing, but then, as my daughter pointed out to me, it didn't matter anyway because you did right to choose. They say yes, you're a proper person, but you can't get prescribed anything from them.
Right.
So it was kind of pointless.
So what is right to choose?
It was where you could circumvent the doctor and use his right to choose thing, which I just got rid of, in fact, and then find a therapist that way.
Oh, I see.
And the NHS would have to pay for it.
Oh,
Do it
right.
That way. But obviously
We got, like,
done away with quite quickly.
Yeah, you got the talking therapies thing, but you have to pay. It's paid therapy.
Yeah.
You choose your. I chose this lady, and it was nice. But I don't. We had a really honest talk about whether or not I'd go down the NHS route to get medication for for ADHD certainly, and get checked for OCD.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would now because
I
it's been
regret
so
not doing it
long.
sooner.
Yeah, I would. If I was 15, I would have jumped on that, even if I hadn't quite known. But now my brain, I'm just good at managing it.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm good at managing it, but I didn't know what I was managing.
Yeah.
Now I do. Now I know why I do
Or,
a certain thing.
Do you think it's easier to have slapped it, to put a name on it? It does make it easier in a way.
Yes.
So you go,
You're
that's
like,
what it is.
yeah, shit, stop doing that.
Yeah.
You know why you're doing stuff.
Yeah. But the reason she did OCD was surprising because she was asking about like quirks and I was like fucking
Makes
about
sense.
quirks and
How many of these have we binned
yeah.
because there's a in the back? Seriously, though?
Yeah, there's a lot. But there's also things though, like if I walk past a house, and I didn't know this wasn't a normal thing to do, but I rap my knuckles against the imaginary edge of the bricks as I'm walking past. And if I miss rhythm, I go fuck. I get anxiety in my belly, and it starts to get hot in my gut.
And this never occurred to you.
I don't know. It wasn't weird. I just thought everyone.
No,
I
sure.
thought it was a habit. And yeah, my tick and all sorts of stuff. All sorts
Yeah.
of fucking stuff. So we're slowly unscrambling the spaghetti that is my brain. But the interesting part of it was that would I go down a route of medication for the ADHD? And I thought actually no now because it actually comes in handy a lot because things I'm good at and I care about, I'm very good at.
I'd like to have a go.
Yeah. I'll see what
I
difference it
would
would make.
like to just have, when someone says, right, I need you to do this. And if you were already planning to do it, you were just like, no, they've asked me now, I'm not doing that.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
And then just having one train of thought.
Yeah.
Just saying, right, I'm going to go do that now. And just getting up and going and do it. Just that. Not on the way going, shit, I know what I was supposed to do. Running back and doing something completely different, which you might not finish.
Yeah.
And then wander off.
Yes.
And then your partner comes home and goes, what the fuck?
Hey,
And
listen,
you're like,
I've started 4 very useful things.
sorry? It's all- I'd like to not say sorry all the time.
Yeah, I see what you
Because
mean.
I don't mean to do it.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be
But
this
then I
way.
factor in my relationships. I factor in with. I just go. Well, that's literally who I am. I cannot.
Oh, yeah,
know, I
she knows
cannot,
who I am. And tough shit now, love, you're in for the long haul.
Yeah, that's right.
But it would be nice for her not to have to.
I see.
Deal with it
yeah,
all the time.
I didn't consider that.
For me to just do something off my own back without her having to prompt me constantly.
Yeah.
Or
That's
for
just
me to not be doing something that she doesn't want me to do. When
But the concentration thing is the big part of it because I have to care about something.
Oh, God.
I could be great at something because I can. If I care about that thing, I can really concentrate on it. But I don't care.
No.
About so much stuff.
No.
And I can't. I literally. It causes me physical discomfort to do things I don't want to do.
And
you know?
I don't know if I must have an oddly expressive face.
Hmm.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm sat there like, but I must be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
because they're like, are we boring you, Kevin? You're like,
Yeah,
No?
Well, yeah, but we'll give it
Yeah.
away. I was hiding that. That's funny because Misha says to me, "You'd be rubbish at poker," because my face immediately gives away what's
I
going on
was.
in my brain.
I enjoyed it, and I could play about 4 to 5 hands, and then I'm just like,
Yeah.
and now I can't remember if I got a check, if I've got a bet, if I got, and yeah, you're just gone.
Well, maybe it's worth considering something like that then, because maybe maybe it tunes out the noise. Maybe it helps focus the brain.
Well, it would be nice to just see what it's like to not have the internal monologue
yeah. Oh, God,
of
that's-
8 people.
Yeah, that's exhausting. That's what I was trying to explain to her. It's like listening to 6 different cars, all parked next to each other on a highway, all at the same time, all the voices, 6 radio channels all at once. Sometimes in my brain, fucking exhausting. So we're making changes to improve that.
Yeah, I would like therapy. It would be, why not?
Yeah. Well, I suppose then, we can tie this into a regret is actually not
not having the finances to do so.
Yeah, or not pursuing this at an earlier time when NHS was more
Well, yeah,
hospitable
and I think
to mental health.
I regret not trying to be the person I am now, that's self-exploratory and accepting flaws. Because obviously, as a child, you're told you have no flaws. You're wonderful. You're loved by your parents. And then later on, you're like, oh, I have so many.
I have so many flaws. Why didn't
So
anyone tell me?
many.
I could have been preparing for this much sooner.
Yeah, damn it. I am a moron. Damn.
I know. Yeah, that's what happened in school. Because my mum was like, she just when I started school, I was like, man, everyone's gonna fucking love me. I'm the best looking boy in the
I'm
world.
so funny.
I'm the best looking boy in the world. I'm so funny.
Ooh,
I've all these wonderful traits. I can't believe it. And I got to school and no one appreciated any of those traits the same way Mum did.
As soon as you start jazz handing and singing at someone, they just punch you in the face and run off.
I got hit a lot in those first few years. I struggled to adjust. And yeah, that's interesting. So so maybe because it's R for regrets. A regret could be that not pursuing this earlier. But now, but hey, I'm interested to see where it goes. We're untangling the web.
Continue.
Yeah. So, regrets.
Have you got any worldwide, wonderful, interesting, historical ones for me?
I did, but I think we'll keep this short, sweet, and about us.
I like it.
So regrets. I was thinking about this today, and I used to have a great many regrets. But like I was trying to talk to you about off camera, every regret I had was a necessary step on the road to be me and to meet in Misha. And if you knock one of those arrests out of the way, or knock any one of those stupid things that I've done, and then it might be that I never met Misha. Because
we don't condone any sort of felony whatsoever.
No, don't commit crimes. It really burdens you later on.
It gives you much stress.
It does, yeah. But I said to Misha that if I knocked one of those terrible things out of the path, I might not have met her. We might not have had Leo. True. It's all necessary things, and necessary to give you the perspective you need to enjoy the good things you have now.
I always regretted that I joined the Navy, and I was given a join date 18 months down the line. And had they signed me up there and then, I would never have had the kids.
Oh,
so whilst I regret that I didn't go in, because I would have, like my son-in-law was currently posting pictures of himself in Australia because he's on a world tour.
Yeah.
My daughter's going over to Japan to meet him. Hard life. Yeah, you think that could have been, a career in sort of fixing helicopters, which I'm pretty sure is well paid once you get outside the Navy. All that sort of stuff. You think, ooh, that was a chance. But, like you said, I ended up with the children I've got, which ultimately led me to where I am now.
Yeah, that's right.
Another child.
Yep.
That's one thing I do really well.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I mean. These things, maybe they have to happen to get us where we need to be. We can't see the long-term plan at a time. I mean, I was talking about how depressed I was as a teenager for years and years, and you don't see the long-term. Yeah, if I was 14, 15, and I could see where I am now, I'd go, oh, well, I wish it looked like that, but everything else works fine.
Stop dancing.
Everything else seems to have worked out fine. So,
would you have listened?
No, Christ.
Because there's no way 40-year-old me would have been walking up and down instead of sitting down, pacing, or bouncing a ball, or kicking a ball.
Yeah,
doing anything other than what I'm trying to tell him.
Yeah.
Like, I can make you millions. What?
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, probably not. I was sort of blazing my own stupid trail.
Because I think the downside to the autism ADHD thing is you don't grow up in any way till much, much, much later.
Yeah, I literally, since I had
mid-30s, I think.
Yeah,
for me.
I reckon when Leo was about 2,
Forced to.
I thought, well, yeah, when Leo started getting his tonsillitis, when he was about 1, maybe 2, and I thought, now I'm a grown up because I've got responsibilities and everything's terrible.
I have to go to work tomorrow, or we don't live in this house thing.
Yeah,
it does that.
Yeah, that's the other thing we were talking about. I was talking about with this therapist you'd think with my new job and the money and all the new benefits that would eliminate a lot of stress, but all it does is just create all new stress and worries. Because now there's
expectations, responsibilities.
Yeah. What if you lose it? What if you lose the money? Or what if you lose the job? What if you lose the house? What if you lose, So there's just my aim with this brilliant counsellor lady is to stop the worrying and just be here in the moment.
That's another regret of mine, is that I have never done that. Maybe the ADHD or whatever. I've never been present. I've never been in the present. And what's the line? I wish somebody told you you were in the good old days whilst you're in them.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because I was a teen in the 90s. I was going out drinking, having fun, and my girl's growing up in the early 2000s. That's the peak, sort of 15 years of civilization. And I bimbled through it just waiting for the next paycheck, for the next thing, whatever. You just constantly wishing time away. With the girls, I wish they were a little bit bigger so I didn't have to keep running around after all three of them at the same time. Nope, that was the best bit.
Oh, yeah.
That was the, all that sort of stuff. And then working all the time so you're not there because you're not present. You're like, I've got to go do this.
Yeah.
And then you get back and, what do you do today? Oh, we went here, we did this. And you're like, great.
Yeah. But I know exactly what you mean, because we're always investing in the future and running from the past. So the middle part is just sort of torn between the two.
Bit where you're supposed to be,
Yeah.
you're not. You're like, oh no, we need to do that for next month, so I've got to go do this. And you're like, actually no, just go to the beach with the kids or go do whatever it is.
Yeah. I try and be present. I try and think in the moment, because there's times where I'm rushing. I'm going, Leo, come on, mate, get ready, come do this. I want to get to bed. And I go, why am I rushing him to go to bed? I enjoy hanging out with him. So it was like, come hang out in your room for a minute, read a book, and then I'm always rushing through things to get to do something else. Sometimes it's worth just going, what am I rushing for?
Yeah,
just enjoy it.
The episode can come out a day later.
Yeah, that's like yeah. You can just everything. So you'd have to stress through. And but that's easy to say, innit? But I suppose I'm learning this.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely not going to do it.
No, that's right. Yeah,
but I would like to.
Yeah.
But again, I wish I'd known years ago, because a lot of the good bits of life I passed it by.
Yeah,
it didn't pass me by. I passed it by.
Yeah, but maybe now, at the age you are, and you're sort of
slowly approaching death.
Slowly, trying to say slowly. It's coming at you, baby. I can hear it.
Yeah, creaking. That's my bones.
I suppose like I said, all necessary experiences that now Harper's young and she's going to grow up, and you can take the time to enjoy that a little bit more.
School, but how do you? School in September. Surely
How you
started
feel about
preschool
that?
the other day.
How you feel about starting school?
I'm all right about it because I've done it. My partner has now realised this is the last time she will ever do it. Well, unless she bins me off because I can't make babies anymore because I made sure I couldn't. So this is it, and it's my last child ever going through school. So yeah, I don't. I'll probably feel different on the day when she goes in. But I'll still be one of those people half hour later going, if I see one more fucking picture on Facebook,
that's right. Yeah,
post my own.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to be the same. I haven't adjusted to the idea of that at all. I'm sort of devastated by it because I've got very lucky in the amount of time I've been able to spend with Leo growing up. Because thanks to my previous job, I was able just to be here every day during the day, and I'm feeling some genuine grief at the thought of him changing, being subject to other influences.
Not really being around.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, because
You've got an actual job now.
Yeah, I had an actual job before.
No, well, you did have an actual job. They just didn't really require much of you, did they? You had a very envious position.
I did. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and
I hope the person who replaced you understands and respects that.
I'm going to teach him how to do the job properly. I'll say, you got to put your feet up there.
That's my Lego space.
This is where we keep the Game Boy.
This is the cards.
I suppose I feel like it's gone, and I spent a lot of time wishing, I want.
You want the job you've got now.
Yeah, and wishing time away with him a little bit, because when he's older we get to do this a little bit more, or we had tonsillitis for a year and a half, so I'm wishing that away the entire time.
Yes.
And I could have just, I know I've done a good job of going, just sit here and enjoy.
You wish your day away just so you can go to sleep the next day because you're knackered.
Yeah, that's right, because you're trying to survive, to be a good parent, to keep doing it.
And you're like, that's 24 hours of just...
And then before you know it, a week goes, and 6 months goes, and now they're walking, and now he's
we'll do it
talking,
next
and
weekend.
Yeah.
That's a killer.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we can't do it this weekend because we're going here, and then it's a month.
Yeah.
And then he's grown out of that thing because they do so quickly.
No,
you go to buy him a toy, look, because we don't buy anything for Harper ahead of time anymore. But I want this, and Cars has gone out and bought it all, and a week later she's like, I want that. I'm like, see, told you.
Yeah, that's right.
We wait.
Yeah, that's why we do it. But it's just sad, isn't it? I suppose what it turns out is we've got regrets about parenting, I suppose, and but not being parents,
and
but
getting old.
Yeah. Although I like the version I am now of myself much better than any previous version.
I want my old body back, but this brain.
Right. I see. Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Minus the acne. I can't have it all.
But I feel the same. This is the most contented myself I've ever been, probably, because we've been tested so much. Me and Mish, and we're happy and we're in love, and yeah, it's all right.
I regret not running the last time. Had I known that was the last time I'd ever be able to properly run, I would have run. I would have gone and played football for the last time. I would have gone out and played basketball, but it was just like, I'm getting old now. I don't need to do that with the kids. And then someone takes it away from you, and you're like,
oh, and so for listeners, that's because you had an accident, is that
Yeah,
right?
like
So talk about that accident. What was that?
oh, it was just a fuck up. I was just driving along again, wishing the time away, trying to get home on a Friday afternoon. Apologise to everyone that was on the A303 that day that I closed on a Friday for hours at 4 o'clock.
Christ.
I was not popular. That was actually 2 or 3 of the messages from people I know. Thanks, Kev Skip. Saying, so that was your fucking fault, was it? I was like, sorry. But the guy was on his phone, and I had nearly got caught speeding a week before in the same place. So I thought, I'm the lead in the line of traffic. I'm going to speed. I looked in my rearview mirror, and when I looked back, the car that was on that side of the road wasn't on that side of the road anymore. It was directly in front of me. And we both... And I smashed up my pelvis, my brain, my skull. That's that honking great big crease down the middle of my head. So my pelvis is fucked, my legs fucked, shoulders fucked, hands fucked, brains fucked, and skull's fucked, and teeth are fucked.
Blimey.
But none of that matters, because I got a little bit of money for it, and I got to give the kids the trip to America and all that jazz, and they got to do things. That's all right, but I just would have liked to have run.
Oh, I see.
Because I was quite good at running when I was younger and a whole person thinner. That would have been cool. I miss sport. I love sport. That's why I play golf. Because it's the closest thing I can... And even that, I'm painkillered up to shine to get around in time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh takes piss out of me all the time because I'm at the beginning of it. I'm like, let's go. Halfway around, I have to start again before it wears off. Drug addict.
Oh, that's a shame. Although we've got into some actual regrets here. This is good.
Yes.
This is the sort of thing I'm interested. This is why we do it.
Yeah, that would be about it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee always asked me, what would you rather have, your leg back or the money? And at the time, I was like, no, the money for the kids. Oh, I want my leg back ones.
I see.
Old legs, old lungs.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
But I mean, it's any consolation. You are exactly who you're supposed to be now, I think. With
And
all
an
those
extra
things.
person.
Well, with all the, you've got all those scars because that's the journey of your life experience so far, and your children have benefited from it. So you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
But don't you hate it when people get where they're supposed to be with a whole
In
lot
good
less
condition.
fucking effort and in good nick? Just breeze on through and everything goes swimming.
We'll
You're like,
talk
what
about
the
those
fuck
people.
have I done?
I know, yeah.
I mean, if there is an afterlife thing, I was a massive bell end in my previous one.
Yeah, maybe it's a case of like, God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. Those people couldn't handle it. That's why they've remained, like that. Yeah, but yeah, we've been tested because we are testable.
Right.
So yeah, maybe that's what.
I'd like to get paid for being tested.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, certainly would.
I'd like to do one of those things where, like, during America and like on sitcoms, it's like, hey, I'm getting paid to, they sort of jizz in a cup or something and do an experiment.
I'm on pages for that. And because of the diabetes and the arthritis, I think, well, I thought, sod it, I'll make some money out of this. And they'll come up and I'm like, yeah, put all my details in. There's nothing in your area. There's never anything in my fucking area. It's always in London.
Right, I see.
It's always in London.
What about the medical trials and stuff? I always think like there's like an American thing, or they do it here, where it's like, hey, here's 6 or 7 new prescription drugs that we're testing.
Yeah, they do
Be the
it.
person- Oh, really? I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, they do, because there was
They
a
give you
load
2
of
heads and a blue penis for the rest of your life and cancer. But
If it was bigger, I'd take it blue.
it's been black, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
I remember that vividly.
So do I.
What was that? Oh, was that after the?
That was post snip
Post-snip.
issues.
Yeah.
50% of it went really well. The other 50% did not.
Yeah, I see. Well, listen, let's
I
see.
regret.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't regret it now because no more pregnancies.
Yes. Yeah. What would you do if you were talking to your girls and they were talking to you about regrets that they had? What sort of advice would you give them? When you just say the similar sort of thing of, listen, no, happens. It doesn't have to be karmically that happens for a reason, but there would be a reason.
I
that
think
it's
the only thing that I say to them when they do say about stuff. What about, because genetically, there's my family. Some of my family might not be the best stock. And
I remember, do you
might,
remember that was giving you real anxiety, wasn't it? Where like you were like, well, this such and such person.
oh yeah, my dad's family are all dead.
Yeah,
Sort of,
yeah.
yeah. It was only my auntie that's kicking along, and my
Yeah.
other uncle. That's it.
I remember giving you proper stress.
Yeah, it was a
wasn't
little bit like. They get similar stuff, obviously, because their mother's side's not particularly healthy. So they ask stuff all the time, and I'm sort of accustomed to saying, if you can do something about it yourself, then it's something you can fix. If it's not, there's literally no sense in wasting any more of your time fretting about it and making it come to fruition or something else, like because of stress or whatever. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's
Just
it.
crack on.
Yeah, keep plodding on. Keep
And
on.
obviously,
Keep
they
on.
just go, "Ugh, you know nothing." I'm a dad. Nobody thinks their dad knows anything.
No, that's right. Although sometimes we're right.
We're right most of the time.
I suppose
I played life on hard mode for a reason.
Yeah.
it
Well,
turns
that's what I
out.
think. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So that to ease Leo's path.
Are you prepared to be ignored?
Yeah. No, not in this house. Not if people want to fucking eat.
I tried that one. Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose this is interesting, wasn't it? If you're listening to this and you want to share your regrets and how you handle and deal with those regrets, then do, because this was a nice, nice sort of open conversation about that. Because we all carry them. We all carry regrets, and I suppose the way you have to think about it is, have I managed to use those experiences for the better? Have I managed to wear that like armor and use it as a strength instead of a weakness? And there's some
What
people
makes
that
me laugh is we both went to emotional, deep stuff. Not we regret shitty tattoos, which we both have. We both have some absolute horrors.
Speak for yourself. I'm a work of art. I'm the Mona Lisa.
I love the fact that you presented a tattoo convention with them.
Yeah, I know.
Kept them covered, obviously.
Yeah, that's what the hoodie and the trackers
Yeah.
are for. No one don't see.
Or sort of, I regret jumping off a bridge when I was drunk once, and none of that stuff, because I'm sure there's plenty
Ooh,
of stories.
Christ, mate,
Yes.
every single time I spoke to a policeman, I regret. Yes, but then it's not. But then those things are just sort of part of having an interesting
So if
personality.
you're sending them in and you don't feel like doing emotional, please do a humorous one, because we enjoy that.
I suppose, yeah. So I got one. I regret letting my older brother convince me that it was okay to shit behind the shed in the garden, because I didn't know
Bravo.
that the neighbour girl was watching, and I had a crush on her. Yeah, that's one of my regrets. Oh mate, I got a million of these. I got a million. I got like Christ, that's
Good
dark.
luck, therapist. Here they come.
Oh, there's loads. I regret accidentally humping a tree and splitting my banjo. Do you know the bit of
Oof.
string on
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I've also split. So,
Yeah, I had to come home to my mum. Like, I was wearing white trackies. I come home, I was going, "Mum, I broke my dick," and it was blood everywhere. Because
I had
surprisingly,
a similar coloured shirt on to what you have, and I remember going into the hospital and I just had it ripped off, and the nurse went, "How can I help you?" And I just went, "It's just claret all over my trousers, all over it, just just spread."
Yeah,
Yeah, I was a very sad little boy that day. How old was I then? What, 18?
18.
Yeah.
So I reckon it's 15. I did mine. I thrusted at the wrong time and got the tree instead of the lady. And
Oh, right. Oh, okay. I thought this was like you were just gooning around, but you were actually
no, I was
trying to get it in, and
I was at full mast.
you missed by a full
I drunkenly thrust.
full yard.
We're against a tree, and I drunkenly missed and got tree instead of lady, and tree bit back sadly, and I got a scar on my dick, banjo split, disaster. Oh, I regret always. Does Carson know you smoking again? You smoke on camera?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I regret the amount of times I started again.
Yeah, me too.
Terrible.
Oh, smoking. Yeah, I regret getting
Yeah.
smoking. That's a really good one. I regret starting smoking, but I really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And I can't regret it too much because it is a little bit of peace for me, and I do enjoy it.
I'm supposed to be stopping, but I'm not stopping till after we've been camping, because there is nothing better in the morning than to go out and sit outside with my coffee and have a fag in a forest on my own. Inner peace.
Oh, it's bliss, isn't it? Yeah, every morning before work, I get there like
If
half
it rains,
hour
I
early.
sit under the porch.
Yeah.
Don't care.
I'm with you 100%. That is the most tranquil part of the day. I got work, I get a can of Monster, a cup of coffee, cigarette. There's no one there at work. I'm sat on the bench outside. It's just me. Peace.
Yeah.
I don't think
And
I've
then you
ever.
stand up and you go,
Yeah, here we go.
back through the door.
Well, I've never smoked. I've never smoked a cigarette I didn't enjoy. I've always enjoyed it and liked it, but I do regret starting to have it in the first
Yes.
place because I can't see how to function properly without it.
No.
You know, it's difficult to adjust.
oh, you're horrendous.
I'm very bad. I regret my behaviour when I
I
quit
see,
smoking.
yeah,
that one time.
like, you quit smoking. Well, I'm going home, fuck this. Sitting there getting abused for nothing.
Yes, that was regrettable. Also, God, I was fucking I was such a grumpy wanker that whole time.
Never doing that again.
No, for the sake of all my relationships, I'm going to just die.
I love
out
Misha
of
so
cancer.
much, I must smoke. I love it.
Well, that's it. There's no good time to stop now because I share an office with my manager. It's me and her in there. I can't afford to be grumpy because I'm on nicotine withdrawal. Can't afford to be withdrawing from nicotine at home and grumpy. I'd have to literally say to people, I'm going to go on a vow of silence for 3 weeks and not talk because that's the only way I can not endanger my relationships if I'm going to quit
Or
smoking.
can I just work
Yeah.
from home?
I regret revealing the size of my testicles to my peers at a young age, right? This is a big deal. You can ask Josh and the boys about this because this is a big thing back in the day. I have enormous testicles.
Yes, I'm
and,
aware.
and I had enormous testicles as a young man, as a teenager. And I, for some reason, once just got them out. I was like, "Look, I reckon he's a lad, don't you think?" And then for years, people would say, "Hey, look at Doherty's balls," and make me get my balls out to show people how large my testicles were. So it become like a sort of showpiece. And I suppose
Whereas now you revel in this.
I enjoy it now. So yeah,
Yeah,
but
that entire first time we played golf was just the lasting memory is you thrusting and then swinging from underneath your penis like a pendulous bell.
There's little to no penis there, but I make
Just
up for
nestled
it,
in the
sure.
top.
It is, yeah, like a acorn. But the rest, yeah, but it's a lot of ball, and I regret making my testicles a party piece.
That's a fairly good one.
Oh Christ, what else? When I was a kid, I got bullied because for some reason I got in the habit of saying, I used to go, because I used to celebrate. The teachers would be like, "It's wet play outside, so we're going to play Lego or something inside because it's raining outside." And I'd go, "Wet play, wet play." And one time I was like, "Wet play, and then kissed the ground. Right? I'm not sure why. I was a weird young man. And then people used to make me do that like 3 times a day.
Oh,
I regret being unusual as a child.
yeah, I do too. Yeah, not fun.
Because kids don't think, well, it's probably a lot of psychological or psychic damage happening there.
Yes.
Well, what I'm witnessing is just an unusual young boy I'm going to continue to pick on. I regret clobbering a guy called Mikey around the head with his boot bag and punching him. That's the first ever fight I had. And then I got a taste for it like Goku after that. That was the
In your
slippery slope.
bedroom. Ah, meh.
But that was the start of that. 'Cause I thought, oh, fuck no, I'm big and strong. And no one else is at the minute 'cause we're all 14. And that was the slippery slope I went down, violence-wise.
I regret not realising I was big and strong at school. I took it for a long time, and then one day it clicked. Like, hang on a minute,
Yeah, I'm large. And these
much larger than you. Dump them on the head, and like you said, you're like, well, that was easy.
I've just solved
Let's
90%
do
of
that
I've
again.
solved all of my playground problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. No regrets, so I can air.
Yeah, me too.
I suppose. Well, yeah. I suppose. So for the listener, we've cut a little bit because we're trying to discuss regrets that we've had
That we can physically put out into the sphere.
that we wouldn't mind. Yeah, people listening to and hearing, but there's a great many that sadly can't. Ask us in person, we'll tell you.
I've always maintained that on some of the nights out, if I could, and I'm sure everyone says this about their group, that if I could have worn a GoPro
Oh yeah, 100.
and watched it back the next day, you'd be like, oh my God,
Yeah, yeah.
how are we A, alive or B, not in prison?
Oh yeah, I remember like being like fucking 14 and just doing all nighters, but I had nowhere to go, so I just wandered the streets drinking with a mate or something. And there's another guy. There's a guy I really like called Jamie Pierce, and we were very sort of similar, kindred spirits. Because I'd be wandering around. I told Mum I was staying at Tom's, but I wasn't. And for some reason, I had nowhere to go, so I would just walk around the streets having adventures all by myself. And then every now and then, I'd bump into Jamie Pierce doing the same thing. So like 3 in the morning, we'd walk past each other at Yeovil College, going, "Hey!" So that was nice.
I never thought to go off together, just cross each
No,
other.
we just go on your way.
Carry on. Carry on my own.
Yeah, it's very strange. I suppose I regret not. I wonder how different I would have been if I'd had a solid male role model there all the way along. I wonder if I wouldn't have felt so rebellious. I would have felt like I was disciplined at home, so I wouldn't have.
This is one me and my brother discuss a
Yeah.
lot, especially as like his father-in-law's a wonderful person, and you sit there and think, well, what if that had been the case?
Yeah,
But there's no point thinking about that sort of stuff.
But then what if my dad had a dad like me? He would have been better. But what if his dad wasn't a dick? You know what I mean?
That's true.
It just tumbles down generationally, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I suppose, I bring my dad sometimes on here. There's no real animus there. Because since becoming a father, I just think if he'd had a better dad, then he would have been more prepared early on.
I suppose the theory is that we just improve the next generation.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. But I really worried that Leo's going to be a serial killer, and all my work's going to be undone. You know what I mean?
Dexter walking around the house.
But yeah, that's all you can do is just kick
Those
the ball.
hands are a fucking giveaway.
His hands are fine. They're totally proportional hands.
Yeah, for a giant child. He's nearly my height.
God, he's made a mates of it. There's a kid he's going to school with. Brilliant kid. We've got friends with the parents, and this kid's brilliant. And he's bigger than Leo by about a foot. And they're the same age. This kid is massive. I was like, Leo, stick with that kid.
That's your buddy for life.
Yeah, hang on with that kid. Because, and they're really close. And this kid's enormous, big, powerful looking fella. So, yeah.
My daughter works as a teaching assistant on Blandford Signals Army Camp. And they have a lot of the island people, Samoans.
Oh, wow.
You want to see a big child? One of them came run over and I said, same class as Elsie and Parker? She went, no, he's 4. Jesus Christ.
It's just genes, isn't it?
Like, yeah, but the mum's tiny. Look, where did that come from? Looked like he ate his sister. It's absolutely enormous human being. Such a cute little kid, but I was just scared he was going to pick me up and turn me into a pretzel.
So anyway, so this is regrets.
Yes.
So is there anything else you think that we should have tackled before we end the episode?
Well, most of what we regret we can't, for obvious reasons, because you don't want to get cancelled.
That's right.
No,
But thank you for being open about your
That's all right.
regrets. I was surprised.
you make me do these things.
I
But only when I go home later, I'm like, God damn it. It's got me again.
Hey, we can always trim, but I appreciate I do appreciate it because it makes it
could
easier, doesn't it? It makes it easier to then I can share it. So it's easy, it's nice, and it makes the conversation better. But if there's anything that you go home and think, oh fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
No.
Cut it out.
I just stop you immediately when I go, oops.
Yeah, yeah, that's the way to go. Well, then, listener, I hope you enjoyed this more sort of intimate conversation this week. We've had a couple of sort of big zany episodes. We've got a couple of big zany interesting episodes coming up. Very, very exciting one next week. Kevin and I are very excited about. We'll reveal that later on. So we want just to take it down a little bit, take it down a beat, and just be a bit more intimate with you.
But please send us the funny ones.
Yeah. I want to know about your regrets. Leave it in the comments if there's something funny you regret or something you want to share.
You can do it anonymously. You don't have to say your name.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then we want to hear about it. And then maybe we can read them out in the next episode or something. So but we want listeners to be more involved. We know you're out there, for God's sake, because I've just saw the analytics, and inexplicably, some of you are in China and India and all over the world listening to this. So, and that's...
Do you reckon they know? Or they click, like we're next to something they wanted to listen to. Like the Steve Cayley show was next to Shanghai News. And we ended up with...
I don't know. I didn't even
It's
think...
this China go,
I didn't even think... Well, I didn't even think they had free media there to be able to consume Spotify and stuff. So this,
We've got past the filter.
yeah, somehow. So I want to talk to our foreign listeners as well.
Yes.
If you're listening to this in a country outside of the UK, please tell us. Please come to the Steve Cayley Show on Instagram or wherever you are.
Leave the review.
Oh, leave a review, first of all. Click a 5-star.
5-star.
Click 5 stars. Leave us a review. Click follow on Spotify. But I want to know where in the world, even if you're outside of Yeovil.
And
listening
why
to
in the
this.
world?
Yeah, what the hell's going on? What's wrong with you?
Why have you chosen us?
We're very glad that
thank
you
you.
decided to sit with us and keep us company, and we can keep you company. But please let us know where in the world you're listening to this, because I find that staggering. I find it really, really cool.
It does make you happy, doesn't it?
It's the best thing in the world. I literally couldn't sleep the other night after that. After, like I said, the first 6 months, first 3 or 4 months of a year, the show wasn't going very well at all. I was really worried about the drop off of analytics, and now we've picked right up, and we're more consistently.
Can you
better
tie
than
that
we've been.
into the Bible period, do you think? Or you'd forgotten about that?
Yeah. Yes, maybe. I'm sure the two things with the exact corollary dates are totally unrelated.
Maybe.
I thought Steve's
I
going through
maintain
something.
you could do that, but you need to do it as a separate medium?
Well, it's now it's on a separate feed now. I just need to do another episode for it because I've only just got time to do the Steve Kayla show.
We're very busy.
Yeah.
Now we're Mr. Worldwide.
Absolutely, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so exactly. So please let us know where in the world you're listening to this. It would mean the world to us. Kevin, thank you for joining me
No problem.
and
It's been
listening.
a pleasure.
Yeah.
I regret nothing.
Yeah, and you're on a good run in it.
But I
mate.
do rue and lament a lot.
Yeah, yes, me too. Listener, we hope you're not too burdened with regrets, and we hope that you enjoyed listening to the show. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
Catch you later.
Ciao, 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 ciao.